It's 1987. Almost a decade since doctors in Los Angeles and New York started reporting unusual and hard-to-diagnose forms of pneumonia and cancer. In 1982, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention officially named the condition Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome, AIDS. Those most immediately affected by the disease are gays and lesbians, often people of color. President Ronald Reagan has refused to make any public mention of the epidemic. Activists in New York have created a militant new organization, ACT UP. Here, activist and ACT UP founder Rita Russo explains the urgency of confronting the AIDS crisis.
A friend of mine in New York City has a half-fare transit card, which means that you get on buses and subways for half price. And the other day, when he showed his card to the token attendant, the attendant asked what his disability was, and he said, "I have AIDS." And the attendant said, "No, you don't. If you had AIDS, you'd be home dying." And so I wanted to speak out today as a person with AIDS who is not dying. You know, for the last 3 years since I was diagnosed, my family thinks two things about my situation. One, they think I'm gonna die. And two, they think my government is doing absolutely everything in their power to stop that. And they're wrong on both counts. So, if I'm dying from anything, I'm dying from homophobia. If I'm dying from anything, I'm dying from racism. If I'm dying from anything, it's from indifference and red tape, because these are the things that are preventing an end to this crisis. If I'm dying from anything, I'm dying from Jesse Helms. If I'm dying from anything, I'm dying from the President of the United States. And especially if I'm dying from anything, I'm dying from sensationalization of newspapers and magazines and television shows which are interested in me as a human interest story only, as long as I'm willing to be a helpless victim, but not if I'm fighting for my life. If I'm dying from anything, I'm dying from the fact that not enough rich, white, heterosexual men have gotten AIDS for anyone to give a shit.
It's August 2011. Earlier in the year, Georgia Governor Nathan Deal signed HB 87, a harsh anti-immigration law. The year prior, the State Board of Regents banned undocumented students from attending the top 5 public universities in the state. On the steps of the University of Georgia Arch, Gustavo Madrigal